There was a time in Injustice 2 Mobile that when you are using the League of Anarchy, you needed to use Raven. After a while, we got Girl of Steel Supergirl, and Girl of Steel Supergirl changed that meta. You no longer needed to use Raven, and you could use your Girl of Steel Supergirl with your League of Anarchy. Then you can use your Raven with your King of Atlantis Aquaman with your Twin Blade. And I would even say I missed a step. Even before Girl of Steel, we had Zatanna, and Zatanna was the meta with the League of Anarchy team before we actually had Girl of Steel. But I'm happy to say that we have come to a point in Injustice 2 Mobile where you don't even need that third character. That changed when Ascension was introduced to Injustice 2 Mobile. You get extra stats. The stats are not game breaking, especially for solo rates, but I would say the passives you get from Ascension, those are quite interesting. So with agility characters, where we have Harley Quinn, we have something called true damage that's supposed to that true damage. Let me be honest with you guys, I've never fully understood it. It says that you're able to break barriers and all of that, and when I'm playing arena with my Batman Ninja Catwoman, I can see that sometimes I do like a huge amount of damage on my basic attacks. So I'm not really sure how that works. I'm not really sure how true damage scales, but I know that I know it breaks shields and all of that, and I know that it does quite a good amount of damage, and it is evident in the fact that I can use my League of Anarchy team. Mind you, in this solo raid, you can see I'm using Zatanna's puppet on my EPI, Entangling Poison Ivy, and on my Harley Quinn, Heartbreaker Harley Quinn, I'm using Dark Metal cards. And it's a bit unfortunate that this is the only solo raid that you can actually do this, because in any other solo raid, you still need to use Dark Metal cards on Harley Quinn. And I'll say, okay, maybe this is Magic solo raid where we have the Zatanna's puppet. Yeah, I think in that solo raid you can do the same thing, because in that solo raid your Zatanna's puppet is going to also give you passive attack stats. So I would say for this solo raid, like I said, Dark Knight, and for this is Magic solo raid where you have Zatanna as the final boss, this team is going to work for you. But any other solo raid, you definitely need a third character. But the thing is that it's not going to matter the third character. You can just use any character to hold that artifact. But if you really want to make the game more interesting, you want to make the game a bit, let me not say more interesting. More interesting is not the best way to describe it. I'll say to make it easier for you, I would say a good recommendation is the team you see right here. For your third character, I would say use Dr. Fate. Now you may be saying, what is Dr. Fate going to offer to this fight? Well, I will say Dr. Fate gives you reduced power cost on your specials. This would mean that it will be way easier to stack the effects of Zatanna's puppet that is on EPI, Entangling Poison Ivy. So the formula I always tell you guys is that you do 2 special ones and you do 1 special 2 from EPI. The reason for this is that when you do the first special one, you apply burn on the opponent. When you do this next special one, you are going to lock the opponent special. It's very important you lock the opponent special. The reason for that is that when you finally do that special 2, you're going to apply 2 extra negative effects from EPI special 2, because you're going to disable movement and you're going to apply dot from EPI special 2. And you're going to apply another negative effect from Zatanna's puppet, which is going to be the miss. Now that means at this point in time, you have a small window where you have 5 negative effects stacked. And when you stack these 5 negative effects, you can start spamming your special 3. But the thing is that you can't hit your special 3 immediately. You would have to wait like a second or 2 because of the delay on specials, and you can start spamming your special 3. This point is very important, because sometimes I make mistakes and I miss it, but with practice you can get it right. 2 special ones, 1 special 2, and the thing is that when you disable the opponent's movement, they try to start spamming specials, try to start hitting you, you get. But if you've locked their specials with your special with your second negative effect from Zatanna's puppet, it means they can't spam specials against you. So most times I just say that after doing your special 2, do a jump attack, then hit the special 3. That's like the workaround for that. Now the third approach is to use, what is this guy's name? The Flash. Yeah. Justice League the Flash as the third member. Now you may say, what the hell is Justice League the Flash going to do for the League of Anarchy team? Well, you may not get the easier specials, which means you may not start to spam your Zatanna's puppet early, but you are going to get one extra hit. Remember that Heartbreaker Harley Quinn, she has 3 hits on her basic attacks. Unlike many characters in this game, she actually does have 3 hits, and that contributes to why she does a lot of damage. Now combine that 3 hits plus the 1 extra hit you're going to get from Justice League the Flash, and guys, you're going to be doing a whooping 4 hits. Trust me, you're going to feel the effect of that extra hit, and yeah, you're going to do a lot. But this is not just there are 2 ways you can add Justice League the Flash, right? This approach I'm taking, I'm still using the approach I have been talking about since the beginning of this video, where I do 2 special ones with entangling poison ivy, then I do 1 special 2, I do a jump attack, then I can start spamming my special 3. So basically the character that's going to be spamming my Zatanna's puppet is going to be EPI, entangling poison ivy. There's another way you can go about it, which is to use Justice League the Flash to spam your specials. The reason for that is that Justice League the Flash special 2, a lot of you might not, I won't say you don't know this, but because you may not use this character as much, it may not be at the forefront of your mind. Justice League the Flash special 2 has a stun, and stun actually lasts a decent amount of time. I've not calculated the time, but I think it's comparable to the special 3 of EPI. The only qualms I have with this is that I notice that it fails sometimes. Like I believe the League of Anarchy team, they reduce the opponent's stun resistance. I don't know if that passive works for the entire team. So that means if EPI or Heartbreaker Harley Quinn stuns the opponent, it's pretty much guaranteed and you will never miss a stun. But if any other character on the same team does the same thing, seems like it seems to me sometimes, but it's weird because I know that there was a time that we were using Arkham Knight Batman. Yes, there's a time we used Arkham Knight Batman as the third member of this team to stun the opponent, and it was pretty much guaranteed. So I don't know, maybe Arkham Knight Batman's special 2 is guaranteed stun, maybe that is why. But yeah, I would just say for Justice League the Flash, it is not guaranteed, but it's going to work majority of the time. So it will be interesting and fun to use. I just would not recommend it. And of course, I will admit, guys, I know I could have played better on this match. Definitely could have played better. You see that I almost lost my my Heartbreaker Harley Quinn, but well, it's still not that bad. I still managed to salvage this match. Trust me, it was looking bad at the beginning, but I managed to salvage this match. So basically, the idea here, instead of using entangling poison ivy, which is the easier route because her special 2 is going to apply 2 extra negative effects, meaning you can get your Zatanna's puppet up and ready to go. You can decide to use Justice League the Flash, maybe just to spice things up and maybe just to get more challenge from using this team. And I will, guys, I will admit it was quite fun to do something different. You know, when you have been using one team constantly and you're so used to it, it's always nice to try something else and yeah, just have some fun. Anyways, that's about it for the video. I would like to know from you guys, apart from these 4 ways I'm using the Heartbreaker Harley Quinn and the League of Anarchy team, how else are you using your League of Anarchy? I'm sure some of you guys might actually be using the Joker at this point. It should be interesting to see the teams that you guys use. Just let me know in the comment section. Smash the subscribe button and I'll see you guys on the next one.